this is one stellar field of drivers.
And it is so compact, as our guys pointed out, that you got some real hitters. In fact, this kid, Jimmy Kite, he was second in one of the consies and showed a little strength.
Yep, first time ever on a big track for him. Look at this, Steve. Here comes Kite.
An absolute burst of acceleration for Gurney's car falling. The kid is dead sideways, trying to make the pass. Unbelievable.
Steve, you're not supposed to be able to do that. He is dirt tracking it on the pavement. Gurney with the lead, but here it comes. Oh,
I don't know.
It's a dead bubble finish.
Who won?
Oh, that's Gurney's crew right there.
Kite has won. The kid did it. What smoke off the tires. He's chasing the kid all over the racetrack. The crowd is going absolutely nuts. This is a magic moment.
And listen to this big crowd cheering for you. Enjoy it today.
I'm going to borrow Al Michaels' great line. Do you believe in miracles?
Now, in particular, there's a car you want to watch for today. That is car number 33. That is 21-year-old Jimmy Kite making his IRL debut. He has been in the top 4 of every practice session, but a little bit of an understeer or push dropped him to 9th in qualifying. How young is this guy? 21 years old, as we said, but he is only 5'4", 125 pounds. A security guard would not let him on the pit road, even though he said he was a driver. Said, no way could this guy be an IndyCar driver.
There is that new rookie that everybody is so high on, Jimmy Kite.
When we come back, well, Jimmy Kite on his way to climbing that car, and the Stockbridge, Georgia driver will attempt to qualify for his 5th Indianapolis 500. Back with more in just a moment.
All right, we're here at Fastimes Indoor Karting for another one of our Pro vs. JOES series. This is a Racer to Racer podcast presented by Race 92. I'm Aaron McAtee. This is Jacob Smith, and we're joined by Indy 500 veteran and 1997 Copper World Classic winner and Silver Crown Cars, Jimmy Kite. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've had a very diverse career. You've raced just about everything, right? From Indy cars to NASCAR to sprint cars, Silver Crown cars. But today we're racing go-karts.
Yeah, I thought it was like I've pretty much driven everything there was possible, and then Stewart went and topped me this last weekend in the drag racing stuff. But yeah, this is a track I've come to a long time, especially back when I was running Indy cars. This was a nice place to stay in shape and keep you going over the winter. So it's fun to be back.
Absolutely. So I've seen the 1997 Copper World Classic. So just remember, you're going to win this race. But remember, you got to park in the pits. You can't park out there and run.
I guess I should have paid more attention at that race. And we were starting so far back, and I was a rookie. I was just happy I was in the race. And I remember the drivers' meeting. The only thing that stuck out was if you don't go to Tech, which was at the Union 76 ball, then you're disqualified in the top 3. Well, they didn't even tell me I'd won. It was so close until I was like in turn 3 and 4. So I celebrated for like a half a turn, and then all of a sudden I saw that Union 76 ball, and I panicked. I didn't want to get disqualified, so I pulled in there, and then everybody was like, no. You won. You're supposed to be down there, but lesson learned.
Hey, whatever it takes. So our first one was a Jagger Jones. You're our second one. So Jagger put a pretty good, respectable time. This was his first time ever here, 23.044. Jacob, not that far off than me, a little further back. I think I can get in the 23 seconds today, hopefully. But we'll see. So when we had you on the podcast, Jimmy, we talked about a super fan. I'll call him a super fan. Ed Matson, and we actually brought him in. Come on in, Ed. So you tell a story about your license plate. That you were at a race or at a signing, and he showed up with that license plate.
Yeah, it would have been. Probably my rookie year at Indy. I think it was that. He came up and were showing me these license plates, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. I really do have awesome fans, and this is, proof of it. This was actually the second round of them here that they had, but it was, this one actually was 06, towards the end of my IndyCar career, but they had them at the beginning too, so it was a fun run.
Absolutely. So, Ed, did you ever think you would get to race against Jimmy Kite?
Never thought I'd get to race against him. Just hope he doesn't beat on me too bad.
Well, I think he's going to beat on all of us, so we have to remember he is a professional driver. Even though he is retired, me and Jacob learned at St. Louis the retired IndyCar drivers are nothing to mess with. We raced against Robbie McGee.
Are you officially retired? Did you ever officially?
I never officially did, but there's no way I could last more than like 3 or 4 laps, and I'd be wore out and done.
All right, well, I think anyone watching this video could probably predict who's going to be the fastest driver here. But my question to you, as just an average person that just likes to do this for fun, do you have any advice when we're going into this track? Like, how do you approach kind of a new course, a new car? Any advice on kind of maybe how we can shave a little time off of our laps?
A lot of, because I mean, how old is Jagger now? Is he?
He's 20.
Yeah, so that's almost how long it's been, since the last time I was, first time I was here, and then I think about 10 years later. So it's been half of his life since the last time I've even been here. So it takes you a little bit, even me, come back out here. I mean, this is pretty much going to be like a new experience for me again. So, I mean, the first thing you do is you got to learn, each car's a little different, especially on tracks like this. So, and I know here, I remember the braking and especially the tight corners, kind of just feeling what it's going to do. So you just, first lap or two, just kind of feel out what the car's going to do, especially under braking. That's the hardest thing. You might get in and hit it and really throw you around, or it might push a little bit, and then you kind of build off of that in each lap, just a little more and a little more.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully I can take away from that and shave off my lap time from last time we were here.
Absolutely, we got to get it down some more.
Yep. All right, we'll see how this goes.
like almost had me. I was watching those times, so close. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Did Jimmy get you? That's how you
That
go.
would have been nice.
Do what?
What? Did he get you finally?
Yeah. It's like the last lap too.
How do you think that compares to driving a like a sprint car?
It reminds me a lot of like a sprint car track that's real muddy and heavy and rough.
Yeah.
So like when it's real rough, I mean, man, especially like when you're coming through here at speed, it's bouncing around, and I mean, you can even see you get that arm pump feel.
Yeah.
You know, your forearms get real tight.
Yeah, my arms are real
That's
tight right now.
like a sprint car way, especially if it's on a real rough track or a heavy track. You get that, but I mean, you'll come in after a heat race, 8 or 10 laps, and you're just like, I can't feel, I gotta open up my hands. But a lot like that was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, I was watching those times, and there was, I don't know, it was towards the end, I somehow got ahead of you on the time.
I know. I saw that.
Oh my God, I got him. Then you got me. Like one of these laps, you just like took off, like around that.
I started
You were trying to
learning.
Ross Chastain move.
I was learning stuff. I mean, like I said, it's been so long. Each lap I was learning something. A little faster here, a little faster here, a little slower there, and you got to back up, try this. And it's like I couldn't put together a whole complete lap, but it was definitely fun. It's fun when you get to learn something every lap.
So we just finished up our race here at Fastimes Indoor Karting. So as expected, Jacob, man, you were out in front for a while. Like
I tried, but he still got me at the end. It was about halfway through the race, and just barely got me. But yeah.
So me and Jacob were talking about. So we came here last in May, and it was a lot warmer, so the track had a lot more grip. And today it just seemed the conditions a lot worse. We slid a lot more, so that has had a little bit of effect on the time for sure. So what did you think, Ed?
Oh, I was just happy to be here. Happy to be part of it. I did take the class win for grandfathers, so I have that, but I'm happy to be able to compete against an Indianapolis 500 veteran.
Absolutely.
A true pro, one of the kindest drivers that you'll ever get a chance to meet. So be able to have an opportunity like this, thank you guys for that. Thank all the sponsors.
I mean, if anyone deserves to race against Jimmy Kite, it's definitely you. Don't you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny when he's telling me a story a while ago when I remember my first month of May out there meeting him and, his little daughter Elizabeth, and she was so tiny, and to know that she's grown up and has her own family now, it's crazy getting to see them. It's almost like a separate family from your original family, getting to see them grow up every year. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we're ready to look at these times. So Jagger is still P1, and Jimmy, so you won that race, but your time was 23.701. Jacob's last time was 23.647, so he just barely beats you. But like I said, I don't think it's fair because the conditions aren't equal. So I'm definitely down. Jimmy, Aaron, and then Ed.
You're on the board, Ed. Yep.